Tessa, you think you're really funny today?
Yeah, I think I'm really funny.
You really...
Whoa.
Whoa, I didn't mean it. I thought it was
see the
a
words
bit.
that you're mouthing. Maybe the fans can't.
Unless they're watching us on www.youtube.com/the Anchoevies podcast live on YouTube every Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean what I said. I just was kind of committed. Started going.
It's
Couldn't
okay.
stop while I was ahead.
It's early. We can have a clean slate.
Okay. The reason I was mad going into this is
Oh.
because you kept calling me a name. And you also titled my recording track as that name.
What name is it?
I don't even want to say it. And I just really don't appreciate
Is
that. It's...
Hole?
Yeah. Sorry. Hole.
But.
Yes, exactly.
Huh.
And so, yeah.
It was just like I had to differentiate between my track and your track.
Yeah. I get that, but that was a new low even for you. So, guys, we have a lot to cover today. First and foremost, I have a new sweater, which you can't see unless you're watching us on www.youtube.com/the Anchoevies Live podcast every Thursday. It has a fish on it, and I just thought it was kind of fitting to wear today.
Yeah, I love it, and I did ask where's mine.
Right.
Oh, and she didn't get me one, unfortunately.
I didn't, but maybe Christmas is just around the corner. Actually, I found your Christmas present the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I can't tell you what it is, but it's really cute, and I was like, Tessa's gonna love this.
Well, I'm excited.
It was that cream you wanted for that rash you're dealing with. That really specific gigantic rash that you were like, they don't even have a cure for this. I found you a cream, don't worry.
Oh, I got you your Rogaine.
What?
For your hair loss.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also got you that gigantic bottle of Vagisil for all of those yeast infections you've been experiencing.
Perfect.
That's just a little stocking stuffer, though. It's not the main event.
Okay, I got you a certificate for another ingrown toenail surgery. Because you get those a lot.
Oh, it's too late. I've already had one on both sides of every single toe. Thanks to my mom's Mormon husband. He taught me how to clip my toenails.
I was like, that's not genetic. If it's not your dad.
No.
Okay.
He was my stepdad, which we did a whole deep dive on this on whatever episode is titled Savages Only. You can learn more about him there, but I think he's gotten plenty of PR from this.
He's gotten too much.
Too much PR out of my life cycle, but I do remember during the 2008 recession whilst Obama was maybe running for office or had already been elected, I believe that he believed that Obama was the Antichrist, and also, of course, he was obsessed with Mitt Romney because he was like Mormon.
Right.
And anyways, it was a recession at the time. It's like we were all playing Wii Fit while our parents were like crying over finances and divorcing upstairs kind of thing. Whilst
Miss it.
that was happening, yeah, take me back. I kept getting ingrown toenails, and I don't think we had health insurance because he worked at Napa Auto Parts, and also then was like on a brief 8-month stint of unemployment, where he ended up, I guess, going hunting, or it was like a back injury, and he was like, I can't work, and so he's getting paid or something. I remember there was this whole drama. We're getting a little into the weeds here. Basically, he was milking that like he was fine, and they found out, and he lost. It was just all going downhill. In the middle of all that, I kept getting ingrown toenails, and it was like $500 a pop. I think I wanted the attention. Like, it felt kind of good to be like, guys, take me back,
right,
to the doctor. And it got to the point where we stopped going to the regular hospital, and we found this one that was like kind of off the highway. It almost looked like that. What's that? There's that restaurant in Hayden, like by the liquidation store, Little Kyoto or something, and it looks like a little house.
Yeah.
The place we went to get my toenail removed as we were running out of money. It resembled something like that.
Was it a doctor's office or like a
It
restaurant?
was undisclosed. I don't remember exactly. I just know it was like in the house.
Okay.
And I remember because I'd already had so many of these surgeries, which is a bit of a dramatic way to put it because it's a procedure. I'm not put under for this.
But you're 10, you can call it a surgery.
Yeah, and at that point, I know the drill. There, it was a little bit different, and it was never a more painful experience. So did my Mormon stepdad take me to someone's house and they just did it themselves? Who's to say?
I guess we'll never know.
No, I don't have contact with him. I guess I could ask my mom, but I think that's like probably blacked out for her at that time.
Yeah, she probably had like bigger fish to fry at the time than your toenails.
Right. But I think that the toenails were definitely like adding to the financial like hardship, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got you the gift card for Christmas. Is I just wanted to
perfect
not have you stress out
Thank
about
you.
finances more than you already are.
Oh, what? Yeah, totally.
Right.
I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of finances, soon we're gonna have a little bit more money every month because hip hop lessons are coming to a close. Sadly to say,
we have one
final piece of choreography to learn. It is really sad that I find out we're not doing a recital for the adult beginner hip hop class.
I know. I've actually been asked a couple of times, are you doing a recital? And it's really sad to say out loud that I'm not.
Yeah. I was hoping, like, all my friends in high school, they were all competitive dancers, and they were like always like June show this, whatever. Like, it's a big convention at the end of the year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Tessa, we have to perform at June show. It's for 18 and under, so
we could pass.
Yeah, definitely. But they're not going to let us.
That's really sad.
We didn't show up one day because I was doing some mad deals on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, bro, I can't. I'm like making some cash. And Tessa was like, oh, like my yeast infection is getting worse. No, she had a migraine.
Thank you for
no
clarifying.
Easter bunny in this town.
No.
Okay. Thank you. And I didn't think to text my dance teacher. First of all, I didn't have his number saved. I had a text from him previously, but
someone misses a class every time.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like a biggie.
So I was just like, oh, we'll make it next time. And then I get a text that night, and he's like, oh my gosh, are you and Tessa okay? There was a huge car crash, like, right outside the studio. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't us.
And then we had to apologize, like, in front of the class the next week, because he said, again, like, I'm so glad that crash wasn't you guys. So we were like, so sorry we didn't text you. And he's like, it's not like you have to, but it's like really appreciated.
He's like, but I'm the type where I will think that you are probably dead or in a crash.
I'm like, dude, these classes are $10. You don't have to jump to that we would be dead before we would miss a class.
It's just because he cares. Like, he's sensitive and tender and caring, and
we love him for that.
And we do, yeah. So
and you know what?
What?
I don't mean to say that he's only worth $10.
No, he's worth $1 million.
Yeah, he put in a lot of work.
Yeah, irreplaceable experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend taking lessons. And I also love just trying something new, exercising that part of your brain that never gets exercised.
It's kind of fun to be bad at something for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that usually if I try something and I'm not immediately good at it, I give up on it right away.
Same.
And I got that from my dear family. And I don't really do things that I'm bad at.
Yeah, same. Because normally both of us are really good at most of the things that we do.
Yeah, I guess it's just like my worst character flaw is that I'm just like good at most things, I guess, that I do. And so if I'm ever not good at something, it's like, that's weird.
It's really foreign.
But like, this one, like, oops, I paid for the class. I have to keep doing it. And also everyone else in here is kind of also a little bit bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt comfortable doing that. And guys, like they say, it's good to be bad at something. It's good to fail.
It was a good new experience for us to try something outside the box and not excel right away. Like, because like Tess and I will be like, we're the type of girls where we're like, oh, let's go hit the track and do 100-meter sprints. See who's faster. And usually it's like we're both so fast we can't even like tell us apart. Yeah.
Usain Bolt is usually there and he's like trying to catch up with us at the track.
that happened that was embarrassing for him. Something like that, like we'll be like, oh my gosh, let's go do professional jump roping, jump right in.
Yeah,
and
Aquila and the Bee style.
Yeah, and so things like that just come natural to us, so it was a nice stretch on that muscle.
Yeah, it's like sometimes when we go to the soup kitchen and it's like the 7th night of the week and they say you've actually exceeded your volunteer limit.
Yeah, volunteering is a great example for us too.
We're just like we're so good at it, so it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, to find that little niche thing that we maybe wouldn't.
Yeah, we have to kind of search. Anyway.
So yeah, we're sad that's coming to an end, but also kind of happy because it is dark out now at 3 p.m. and like I need to be on my couch by the time the sun goes down.
Yeah, and I've been leaving work at 5, driving 30 minutes to Timarie's house, and then driving 20 minutes with her to dance class.
Yeah, that's way more dedicated than me.
Yeah, so I'm actually fine with it. There only being one more.
Yeah. I have some news before we get into the notes today.
Please.
Which I think I'm only going to share with the minnows because I'm not blasting this on my soch until a further time, let's just say. I auditioned for an improv team and I got the part. Yeah, so again, another one of those things where you just try and you literally excel so fast that they're like, wait, even though we're a nonprofit, we're going to pay you thousands of dollars to stay and be here.
That's so special.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's not true, but thank you. They aren't paying me.
Can you add some applause right here? Or sorry,
yeah.
Team guys.
Hey, producers, can you throw in like a little background applause?
Thank you guys.
Yeah, so that's exciting. I won't be performing for another 8 weeks. It's like a process. But I do feel excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty savage. I wanted to share it with my minnows.
I'm really proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't performed improv since high school. So I guess after all, it is like riding a bike.
Right. Please.
Yep.
That's like really exciting.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see where that takes you.
I'll let you guys know like maybe when and where that is, but I'm always scared that if I'm like, guys, I'm doing this, then bam, someone's gonna kidnap me. That's where my head goes. Right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Anyways, we can get into the notes now. I just had to get that off my chest.
That's really exciting. I can't wait till you go on a world tour.
Yeah.
An improv WWT.
Yep. Traveling improv troupe.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Yay! With Elise Patton.
Oh my gosh, yes, love her. Ugh. We talked about her last episode. We're gonna become like a fan page.
It's just like we're manifesting in this space, obviously.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Okay, let's get into the notes. I think we have a lot to cover.
We have so many.
And I don't know, should we start with the big one that we discussed before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We added this like several weeks ago and I meant to keep adding on to it, but
I have a couple mentally. Good. But I definitely will need to see our notes. So basically, ironically, we started talking about this before the election cycle.
Yeah.
At this point now, the election is already done. We're just
spoiler alert, guys.
Spoiler alert: Trump was reelected. Sorry about that.
He's president.
Ooh. So what we're gonna do is, we are gonna tell you guys basically, if we were the president of the United States of the Americas, what would our laws be, and the things that we care about deeply and think need to be a thing. Maybe they'll catch on. Maybe
they will. So I ask that you just have an open ear, open eye, open heart, open these.
Hole.
And I know there's so many opinions out there, you guys, so and it's really divisive, but my first one is there'd be no more traffic. And this is kind of a two-parter. So everyone would just go and there wouldn't be traffic. And the second part to that is that traffic signs, we would be adding guys and please to those. So instead of a stop sign, it would be guys, please stop.
Guys, please stop.
Or guys, stop, please.
Guys, please yield.
Yeah, it would be that every time. And so I just think that that would solve a lot of hostility.
It would add some like community to our to our traffic. And
Yeah.
wait, but you're saying get rid of traffic, so but the signs would remain. What do you mean by get rid of traffic?
Like the traffic that you're stopped in all the time. Icky.
Oh, get rid of like backups and delays,
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, I agree.
But like traffic signs,
okay.
those are just helping the flow of traffic. But we're not stopping when there's not a stop sign. We're going.
Okay.
You're on the freeway.
Don't slow down.
We don't. Yeah, you're not slowing down. There are no accidents because everyone just drives. Okay.
Can I add on to this? Because I just thought of one. I think instead of, because like most highways where we live, it says 70. I think we should change them all to 69. That's going to add a little humor to everybody's daily commute.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And just like add an ish.
Guys, 69-ish, please.
Please, because everyone's going to go their own speed. And that's that's one of the beautiful things about this little thing we called life.
Exactly. We're all on our own journey, all on our own speed.
Yeah.
Another thing that I want to add to that, which I think that this is like a deep cut of your TikToks, because I think maybe I got this from you. It has to do with traffic. In the winter, snowy climates. Everybody, we come up with like a hand warmer. You know those hand warmer bags?
Oh yeah, I know 'em.
Yep, something like that attached to our tires.
Yes.
And it's gonna collectively melt like all of the snow and ice, and we don't have to deal with icy roads.
You know what's so funny is I did make a TikTok about this, and I was mostly just like being a dumb girl,
right?
In a funny way. I was going, guys, why don't we just tape hand warmers to our tires and fix the roads?
Which is a valid
and like
idea.
The amount of men who commented on that and were like, that's not how it works. I was like, okay, then keep scrolling.
Yeah, then this obviously isn't for you.
Yeah, leave the women up to it and we'll figure it out. Heat my tires then. I don't care.
Yeah, to figure something out.
So
when we're president, it will be different.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, sorry. This isn't all about driving, but it's just like triggering something in me. There's also this service when I'm president, when he, she, we, they are president, us together.
Yep.
That everyone has a number on their car and you're allowed to anonymously report bad drivers, but you only get like 2 call-ins a month. Okay, so you can't just be calling every single time.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's a left lane Larry. He won't get out of the left lane. He's not passing anyone. Hey, this guy is slowing down. Hey, this guy.
Yeah.
XYZ. I think we should hold each other accountable and get bad drivers off the road.
I agree. And then they're like penalized somehow.
Yeah, it's like
they have to do community work. They have to go rake leaves for someone. And
if they get multiple call-ins in a month, they have to go retake driver's ed.
Ooh, absolutely.
So I just think the world would be a better place. Sorry, continue.
No, don't
sue me.
Don't
no,
say
seriously.
Sorry. No, seriously. Never apologize.
Okay, guys, I'm not sorry.
Good. Okay, next. This one is from my psyche. Like, I didn't steal it from Tessa like the last one. If you're out to dinner or any establishment with your man, partner, whatever, mainly your man though, because I think this is like the guys need to, cough it up. You order something, like a tale as old as time. I'll get a salad, Jacob gets a burger. I try my salad, I try his burger. I'm like, wait, his burger's way better than my salad.
That looks really good.
Yeah, give it up. Then he legally has to forfeit his meal to you.
Yeah. I don't know how that's not in place already.
I don't either, but I think that what is he gonna eat? Not my problem after that. That's like, isn't it in their nature? They gotta fend for themselves, hunt, whatever.
We're the
gatherers.
Forage, yeah.
We're gonna gather the burger. They can figure out the rest. That would be my next.
I agree. I think that's really good. One of mine is automatic toilets are illegal.
Yes.
Might be a hot take. You guys might love automatic toilets. Here's what I don't love. I'm sitting down because, sorry, I'm a girl. Yeah. And I'm not going to apologize.
No,
Maybe never. I put the little toilet seat cover on. It flushes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll put on another one. But the flush is so atomic that it like sprays water everywhere.
Yes. And there's like it's like a splash zone all around the ring, and then you put a new paper down, and now it has all these droplets on it.
And then I sit down and I go pee.
Yeah, we don't go. We only.
No, it was pee or pee was my censored words.
Okay.
quickly, might I add, and it wants to flush on me while I'm sitting there. And I didn't opt to sit in the splash zone at SeaWorld, and yet every seat with an automatic toilet is the splash zone. I don't mind reaching my little foot up there and pushing the lever. Or the ones with the buttons. We don't need automatic toilet seats. That seems like something...
No buttons allowed in a public bathroom space.
Yeah.
As well, yeah.
But, like, we gotta have one or the other.
Yeah, it's the lever. So, because it's foot to lever situation.
Totally. And I just think that feels like something in 2010 that they thought was really cool. I'm not set on my dates here. I don't know when this happened. But it just seems like a cringe thing now that's, like, not actually something we should pursue. And in fact, they should be illegal.
100% agree.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna piggyback off that.
Please.
I know environmentally, maybe this wouldn't be the best solution, but the automatic hand dryers have got to go. GTG.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
When have they ever worked? And you know what? Then they were like, wait, let's come up with these cool Dyson ones that you put your hand in and ring it through like this. And always in like the little ass crack of that, there's hair and just I'm like, this defeats the whole purpose of me cleaning my hands. And
I've heard those are so bad for like just spreading around bacteria in the air.
Sick. You know what would be actually, because as presidents, we're all about solutions.
Yes.
At birth, everybody gets like a really cute aesthetic, like embroidered handkerchief. Like handkerchief? A handkerchief. And it has your initials on it, and that's what you carry to dry your hands. You're responsible for cleaning it, taking it with you. Then no more paper towels.
Yeah.
No more hand dryers.
No more wiping your hands on your pants.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather wipe my hands on my handkerchief.
And then, and when you get married, because you have to pay for all that license, all that anyways, you get a new handkerchief with your new initials, if you so choose to take the name of your partner. Either way, you get a new one. And then this creates more government jobs because you have to hire the elderly to do needlepoint embroidery.
Yes, it has to be done by the elderly.
Yes, it has to be done
and
by,
that will not ever be machine done.
AI could never do that.
It will be kept in America.
Yes, and it's like, oh, are you an American? Let me see your passport. It's like, no, let me show you my hand embroidered handkerchief.
Exactly.
By
Linda.
Elderly.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Linda and Susan.
And then that gives us more jobs, just boosted economy all over, and just things like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
The next one for me is that, and I'm not totally sure on the details of this, how we get from point A to point B. But I want point B to be no one's gluten-free legally.
Agreed.
So they need to just figure that out. And this comes from a place having many gluten-free friends. I love you. I care about you. I'm so sad for you. Truly.
Our heart breaks for you all in that community.
And I think we should all be able to eat toast together, like regular toast. And so I think toast should be mandatory every day, actually. I think that's good for your soul and your mind, body, spirit, etc. And gluten-free toast just, isn't it? And I don't want to have to segregate me and my friends, celiac, gluten-free, me.
Yeah.
I just think someone needs to figure that out, and then legally no one's gluten-free and everyone eats toast together as a community and as a culture and as a country.
Right. I couldn't agree with that more. Especially now, like now you'll try to throw a dinner party, or for example, we had a nice soup gathering at your house in recent time.
I did.
And it was like, who's gluten-free? Who's dairy-free? Who can't eat this?
Who's vegetarian?
And we were like, what if we all just came together collectively and just had a piece of toast? How beautiful would that be?
Guys with butter on it. Come on,
butter, a little bit of jam.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Some cottage cheese and jam.
Still haven't done that, but I believe you.
So good.
Yeah, I do believe you. English muffin.
Any of the bread products I'll take.
Yeah.
A good Dave's Killer bagel. Cinnamon raisin remix.
Oh, yum.
Everything slaps, but cinnamon raisin remix is elite.
Work it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, I think that's all we have for laws. We'll add to that list as time goes on. But I think that's a good start to bettering this country.
Government mandated and paid for color analysis.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm going to save up for it. I'm going to do it because I'm so inspired by you and the other girlies. However, that should just be common knowledge. It should be like, you get your birth certificate.
You get your handkerchief.
And then you are swatched as a baby.
You get swatched before your handkerchief, and then your handkerchief is in
your colors. Your power colors.
Oh my gosh.
So guys, taxpayer money, I know there's a lot of arguments about what that should be used for.
We have a lot of good ideas for it.
But obviously a color analysis, that would obviously create more opportunities, jobs for color analysis. Experts, or is that what they are called?
I don't know.
Chime in if you want, guys.
Yeah, chime in, guys. Come on. We need more feedback from you guys. Seriously. Yeah. Are we talking to a blank wall over here?
Guys, hello?
Hello? Is anybody out there? Can you even hear us?
Thank you. I see that hand back there.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for coming and spending your time.
And thank you for your donations. I saw that.
Yep, you did. At this current time, Tessa's mom is our only podcast supporter. She is physically keeping this podcast financially afloat with her contribution every month. I'm not sure that she's aware that she's getting charged every month dollars. Oh, should I bleep that out? Should I not say how much she's paying?
You know what? It doesn't even matter.
Do you think she knows?
I think if you reminded her, she would be like, oh yeah. I don't think she's
and then
like,
cancel.
No, I don't think she would never cancel.
Oh my gosh, because that is the way that Corey is. She's so tried and true.
She is. Guys, can we add a round of applause for my mom, Corey?
Yeah, thank you, Corey. Guys, we don't deserve her, guys.
Thank you guys so much, guys.
Okay. We have so much to catch up on. It's true. Oh, this was one more law that we put at the end. This was something we talked about on the way home from hip hop.
Okay.
And this one I guess isn't really a law. It's just kind of something that we as minnows want to start a community and a movement of doing this. We don't personally, okay, but we did say that it'd be just like a funny prank if us and all the minnows started only doing upper deckers.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't know what an upper decker is, it is where you simply remove the porcelain top to the back of the toilet. You remove that, you set it aside.
In a safe place?
Yeah, perhaps on the vanity, maybe, I don't know, the floor, just an easy access, don't break it. It's part of the joke, is no one's going to expect this. And then you proceed to take into the top upper deck of the toilet region,
hence giving it the name upper decker,
right? And then the next person comes in, they go to flush.
You do the math
of what happens next. We'll leave that to the imagination, but we thought, what a good uplifting way to just bring people together with laughter at a time where we're just so divided, and we need some laughs, guys. Come on guys. So we love to laugh.
If there are any girls out there who dupe,
right,
that's something we're gonna need you to step up to the plate, because we don't.
Yeah, or our male listeners.
Yeah, male listeners can do it. It'd be kind of gross if, no, they can do it.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll leave you with that and move on from that. Just had to throw it in there. One thing I wanted to proceed with is a note that I put, and I think it might break a little bit of hearts, maybe break some trust in my community.
We're prefacing a lot.
Talked about.
Okay.
So this is a topic about when a girly is having a birthday party. Okay. Of course you have to get the moments on Instagram. Like, I get that as much as the next person. But this, what I'm about to disclose, makes me feel like we live in a dystopian reality, and it brings me so much discomfort, like a Black Mirror episode. We need to start designating one person to be filming, because when all 10 people are watching you blow out your candles and everybody is holding up a phone, okay, Black Mirror.
Yep.
This is weird. Not all 10 of you need to get this video. There just needs to be one trusted other girly who we know can manage the camera. Everyone else needs to be in the moment.
100% agree. And that, guess what? That video can be airdropped to everyone who wants it.
Nobody else wants it, by the way. It's just for you and your own gram.
Exactly.
So why do we need 10?
That's how I feel at a concert, where like, I want to capture a special moment, and I go to get out my phone, and in my line of vision is like 10 other phones. I'm not going to participate. I don't actually want it that bad. It's like weirdly cringe to me
Yeah.
To be like, just live in the moment.
Yeah, guys, come on, just live in the moment,
Guys, come
will
on.
ya?
But especially at like an intimate gathering like that, I do look around sometimes and I feel the same way. It's like we're in a simulation or something.
Absolutely. And I'm like,
just chill.
It makes me feel like a little sick, and I'm totally like, I've been victim to this and I have participated in this, but this is what we're talking about, is growth and change.
Yes, guys.
And I just saw one the other day where it was like someone, I don't know, maybe someone famous or something, maybe some influencer getting filmed at their birthday party, and I was like genuinely every single person in the video background, and I was like, ew, this is, I don't know, it was just wrong. And if you really want to get that ick, just go see the Mona Lisa.
So true.
The Mona Lisa is crazy for that.
It was pretty underwhelming, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, okay, guys, we need to be real with you guys.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa is maybe 18 inches by 10 inches. Can we fact check that?
Yeah, you think you're gonna be seeing something bigger than this. Guess what?
Mona Lisa's smaller than that, guys.
By a good amount.
Oh, you're looking up Toyota Sequoia. Are you in the...
I'm not in the market. There was just like a brand new one in front of me at Cozy Coffee today. And I said to Drew, how much do you think that is? Because I was thinking, he was like $80,000. And that's what I was thinking too.
How much was it?
I think it was about $80,000.
Oh my gosh.
Like at the end of the day, then you just still own a Toyota.
Yeah.
Which I'm a Toyota girl. But like $80,000 is what I think of when I think of like Mercedes, Lexus. Now it's like you're going to spend 80 grand on like a Kia, a Honda,
that's
a
crazy.
Toyota.
But that's just the cruel world that we live in at this time. So the dimensions are 30 by 21 inches. So it might be, but that's the thing, is I feel like that's including the frame from memory of when I saw my girl Mona.
Yeah.
So it might be just a little smaller than this. But still, you think it's going to be huge.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, yep, that's what it looks like. I've seen it. I've seen a picture of it. You've seen it.
Yeah, everyone's
seen it. And then everyone's like...
Yeah, no one's even looking at it, which honestly, don't blame them. Spoiler alert, it's kind of boring.
You've seen it before.
Everyone's
you know what
seen
the
it.
picture looks like.
Come on. What about something like this?
Yeah, come on, guys. What about Calm Woman?
What about Calm Woman that Tess and I both have in our house that inspires us every day?
Can we talk about that real quick? I ordered this print for those watching on www.youtube.com / Anchoevies podcast on every Thursday. And I was waiting.
You can go to the Instagram if you want to know what it looks like.
Yeah, my beautiful pink gal. And I ordered it and I was so excited. And then it said delivered. It was going to be delivered on Tuesday. Tuesday passed. Wednesday passed. A week passed. And it said it got lost in transit. And
it's
I
like
said,
Bella in that one Twilight movie where, you know the scene I'm talking about? And it's going around and it's like November, December.
Yes.
That's you waiting for your frame to show up.
And so I reached out and I said, hey, I still haven't received my frame. And she's like, oh my gosh, it was lost in shipment. Lost in transit. I'm so sorry. Let me get another one made up and sent. And I was like, ugh, fine. So then she sent another one. And then while that one's in transit, I get home and there's a big package on my door. And I'm like, stop.
Shut up.
Open it up. And then a couple days later, get the original one. So I've got two identical ones, which, by the way, this was not like...
This was expensive as... Mind you, this was $2,000
I bought it framed.
Each.
Okay, well, I bought it framed, and so for me, it felt expensive for what it is. But to get blessed with two of them, and Timarie had loved it. All my girlies, I posted about it, and everyone's like, "Ooh, I love her." And then Timarie's like, "Can I buy it from you?"
Yeah, and then Tessa charged me double what she paid.
Yeah,
because she's a little capitalist entrepreneur queen, I guess.
Yeah, and can you blame me?
Yeah, no, she didn't charge me.
So
she
now
didn't
we
even
both
charge me half. She gave me a really sweet deal.
I did, but it felt good to get a little bit of my money back because I only paid for one, obviously. So it felt wrong to charge you, but at the same time.
See, that's where you're better than me, because I would have been like, oh yeah, it was $200, so I'll take 180.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Then
secretly it actually only cost 100, and I just profited
totally
80. But that's why.
That's why we're different.
Trusted.
Yeah. But anyway, now we both have the exact same Calm Woman in our home, bringing Calm Woman energy.
More than Mona ever could. But we are girls who support girls, okay? And so we don't want to drag Mona down, you guys.
Mona, you are beautiful.
Mona, don't But we're just jealous. She gets all the attention. Calm woman just sits here, calm as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Just
her
like
big legs and her big striped pants.
Yeah.
I love her.
She is a savage.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
There's not really a good way to segue into this, but a story I remember that I don't think I've told on here.
Yeah.
Is that when I was 10,
Mm-hmm.
and I had whatever was going around at the time, Ebola, swine flu, or something like that.
H1N1 for
Yeah.
sure. I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
It was swine.
I think it was swine.
When we were 10.
Yeah. And so I got sick, and
You got the swine flu?
I did get it.
Oh my gosh, I never met someone who actually got the swine flu.
Basically, my doctor was like, well, you have the flu, and what the flu is right now is swine flu, so you have it. And I was like, oh, it feels like every other flu. So anyway, but I think it was that one. I don't know.
That would have been 2008. So yeah, it was like recession, ingrown toenails, swine flu.
Yeah, so
I remember.
while all this is happening, I don't have like a regular doctor I go see, but we go to like the walk-in clinic or whatever. And this guy's asking me questions. Your typical 40-something-year-old doctor. I'm with my mom because I'm a baby. And he's asking me questions, this. And he's like, do you smoke? And I was like, yeah. Because I was funny at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously. I was also really shy. However, in my sarcastic family, that was so clearly a joke because I'm 10, right?
Correct.
So I go, yeah. And he's like, how much do you smoke a day? And he starts writing down. And at this point, I'm like, oh, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
And he's like, you just said you did. And I was like, I don't. And he's like, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? And I realized at that point I had messed up.
Yeah,
and
0.99 cigarettes a day.
Right. And so my mom chimed in like she was joking. That didn't seem funny to him at the time, which really like punctured my self-esteem and what I thought was funny.
Causing you to further retreat.
I will say, looking back, Tessa, that was funny. That
was funny. That was hilarious.
To tell your doctor, yes, you smoke. And then he told me, because he didn't think it was funny, he said, well, 11's the average age that kids start smoking. And even then I was like, no, that's not true.
Yeah. Maybe
do you think that's true? Maybe in Ukraine.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe in Russia.
Eastern Europe, absolutely. Everybody's chain smoking.
Right.
And you know what? I don't know. Who's to say?
Who's to say at this time? But that was a real blow to my self-confidence and the rest of the doctor's appointment. Let me just tell you, the mood was shifted. And he didn't trust me anymore.
And you were like, hey, doctor, here's www.masterclass.com and you can look up the comedy section and take one.
Seriously, yeah. You didn't get my joke and now your butt hurts, so you're going to tell me that the average age to start smoking? And he almost started talking to my mom as if like, sounds like she does smoke.
Yeah.
And my poor mom just had to be like,
wait, Tessa, be honest. Were you secretly smoking, actually?
Yes, okay, a pack and a half. Not much.
Just a simple pack and a half a day at 10.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
We accept you either way.
Yeah.
But also, you know what? You would have loved my doctor, Mark. Did we ever talk about this on the podcast? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, because this was at the dark time of my life, which was the beginning of 2024. Now, end of 2024. Like, guys, I've transformed, okay? Listen. And it's not just the fame and the followers. It's truly a heart change. But mainly, if you're new and you haven't listened back, it's because, I hate to bring this up again, but yes, I did have a wart, okay, at the beginning of the year. And I never had a wart in my life before. And where was the wart other than the inside of my right nostril? Which is so disgusting. Who put that in there?
Who did that?
Okay. When got it removed the first time, I'm a broken record. We talked about this 10 years ago on the podcast. When got it removed by Hillary, the dermatologist, spent $250.
Damn.
And I had insurance at the time. It was just like it was fake health insurance, I swear. Anyways, get the wart removed. She goes, definitely come back in a month so I can make sure I got it all. And I'm like, okay, who do you think you are? Some doctor? You did get it all because it fell off. I moved on and I thought I was free. It came back.
Third time.
No. Second time. Sorry, I had the original. She removed it. It came back.
Okay.
And then I was like, what? I'm not going back again. That was so expensive. I'm just going to go to the normal doctor because I want to get other stuff checked and just be like casually, hey, let's get this looked at.
Mm-hmm.
I go in. His name's Mark. He looks like he was probably a linebacker in college, like largest man I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wearing my purple Free People puffer coat. And I'm feeling insecure because now this wart is the size of a literal baseball inside my nose. And he's like, I'm telling him about it, and he is like, well, how bad is it? And I'm like, well, it's like pretty bad. He's like, okay, well, let's take a look. He looks at it and he's like, oh, wow. But he was respectful, and he just stopped it there because he was
like, oh wow, I'm gonna be sick.
He's a
Wait, one sec.
One sec, I gotta go. Came back shortly after, and whilst he's freeze blasting the baseball size wart out of the inside of my nose, he has the nurse holding my hand, and in between he's giving me breaks and saying, okay, so are you a fashionista? Like, did you sew this coat out of a sleeping bag? And I was like, what? Because I see the girls on TikTok, they're making clothes out of random fabrics and such, like sleeping bags. And I just thought, you just look so fashionable. And I'm like, stop, Marcus.
Stop flirting with me, Marcus. I'm married.
And then he noticed my Invisalign in my mouth, and he goes, Invisalign, you don't need that. Your teeth are perfect as they are. I was like, Mark, stop. In between getting blasted. And so I'm like crying while this is happening. Anyways, end of story. He walks me out to the front office, and he's like, it's been so lovely having you here. Thank you for choosing whatever this practice is. I think it was new. They really wanted those Yelp reviews.
Right, yeah.
Anyways, he changed my life, and I was like, wow, doctors, male, that was like the best experience. Normally I can just feel that they're like, I physically hate that you're here right now, and
Such
I
an
regret
inconvenience.
this. Yeah, you are inconveniencing me, even though I'm making 5 times your salary easy and have a boat. The fact that you're just here because you want help makes me physically want to punch you. Right. I didn't get that vibe at all from him.
Mark sounds so nice.
I would recommend him to anyone.
I kind of love that.
Till I got the bill.
That's rough.
I paid for that service, but I would do it again.
I love that.
Yeah.
Finding a good doctor is so important.
So true. Even
I did just find a good.
What? Where? Was it Mark?
It wasn't Mark. It's my lady doctor. Not like my, not like a gyno. She just happens to be a female doctor.
Yeah.
I love her. I only pay $50 a month, and I can go see her as much as I want.
Is this the one at the weird convention place? Okay. Okay, I'm
If you guys want details, hit me up. I'm not going to give her a free ad here in this space.
If she pays us, because we know she has the money to probably, and then we could.
Totally. I would do that for her. Actually, I love her.
Does she do a good pap? Like,
I haven't gotten my pap with her because I've only been there for 2 months.
Okay.
But she will do that when I'm due.
Okay. We should go get bestie paps together because I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you were there next to me, obviously we don't need to see the business.
We could be back to back.
The
doctor's just sort of on a, like, on her rolly stool that they always are rolling from the room.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, just checking.
Double-sided swab. One on me, one on you.
Oh, gosh.
Cute best friend idea. Back-to-back bestie paps.
B2B-PS.
Oh, so cute.
Guys, I don't know that I've talked about this on here, but can we pick a different name for that? Do we have to call it a pap smear?
Yeah, can we please come up with something a little more Sofia Coppola for that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Like something with like lilac in it, or like some girly name. Like
we could call it name for pap smear. Like the pip smees.
Literally anything.
The pom-pom poozle.
Yeah, sure. Something. Anything's better than those 2 words put together. And I've always said that. If someone said pap smear and I didn't know what that was, I would think it's something god-awful and disgusting because those names.
Yeah.
It's like chili dog or something. It's just like, it's just gross to just say the 2 words together.
No, that's not true. No, it totally is giving like chili dog from like a fast food, like Arby's roast beef sandwich kind
pap
of
smear.
synonymous. If they just even took smear out of it, I think pap party, pap opening, I don't know, anything is better.
Yeah, Papaganza.
Yeah, we'll come up with
just
something.
Pap and have it be like an acronym that no one knows. It's like PAP stands for something.
Pretty. What?
Pretty.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, guys,
wait, now I want one. Wait, they should pay us to endorse pap smears.
And
with a new
rename.
name.
We're going to rebrand.
Hey guys, it's almost 2025 and we're rebranding the classic pap smear. Follow for more, and we love you guys. Don't forget to get your checkups.
Yeah.
Me saying that even though I haven't had a pap in 4 years.
4 years?
I know I need to go.
Isn't it like every 2?
Okay, also that's another thing.
That's another thing.
Okay, there's just these like undisclosed time frames that everybody's just supposed to have ingrained into their brains, because people be like, oh, pap smear, you have to do that every 365 days. But then sometimes people are like, no, it's only every 3 years. And then you'll hear like your relative go, they changed the colonoscopy. Now you only need to get that once when you're 37 and a half, and you have to wear red heels to the appointment. Like,
it's seriously.
There's these rules, and I guess I've never searched on www.google.com. That could be a way.
I know from experience that, AKA wisdom from my mother, she's like, no, they used to be every single year.
Yeah.
And then they were like, actually, that's excessive. And now my doctor said every 2 years, but I've heard every 3. And someone even was like, once every 5 years when you're young. Yes. I'm like, what? And we're just supposed to know.
Just ingrained into our brains.
But it changes all the time.
Yeah.
And like all the other things we're supposed to be keeping an eye on.
That's where it's kind of like, this is my fatal flaw, is that I just think everything's a little bit fake. Because I'm like, you can just change that. It's like at my work, we've used the same roast of coffee from the same company since I've worked there. For the whole 10 years we've been open, it's been this roast. Yeah. People always like, can I get a single origin? And I'm like, literally no. It's never changed. It never will change. It is what it is. Yeah. And the rep from the company will come in and be like, because basically coffee, blah, blah, blah. When you pull the espresso shots, it pulls like at a certain amount of time. So if you like go somewhere and you get a really gross Americano, it was probably really too short. It was only 10 seconds. It was supposed to be 20, whatever. And sometimes they'll come in and they'll be like, guys, the roast has changed. Now it pulls at 35 seconds. And you're just like, what? It's literally the same exact thing. But they're like, yeah, no, the recipe's new. What? That doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's all fake.
Everything is fake. So that's why I think when people tell us to do something,
we're always like,
do you really need to? Like, you need to come back for the wart. And you're like, do I really need to?
Yes, I did. I'm like, you are schmoozing me. But
when
that's
the vet
also
tells me you need to come back and get whatever done, that just seems like not really
because
necessary.
There are
I'm gonna
things that are
them.
Fake for sure.
Yeah.
But then also we might have a really wildly different experience because we both come from not doctor families, like where you don't go to the doctor ever, not for even holistic reasons. Like my mom had me vaxxed up, everything that you could be vaccinated for. Like I got those, but in terms of like, oh, my stomach hurts. No, you're never going to the doctor for anything like that. So now I feel like I'm like readjusting my world view to be like, oh, obviously you get the mammogram, you get the pap smear, you do all that kind of stuff. But then when they're like saying, oh, and you also should do this thing I've never heard of, that's when I'm like, you're trying to schmooze me. I just know it.
Yeah. And we will not be schmoozed or smeared.
Never.
Schmooze me once.
Shame on you. Smear me twice.
Fuck
you. Smeared. Wait, what did we just say? Schmoozed and smeared, but never broken. And that's period.
And that's our presidential campaign slogan.
Absolutely.
People are like, what?
People are so curious. They gotta find out more, and then they go to our website. They see all our laws, and they're like, I could actually get on board with this. Yeah. Another thing I realized, I never talked about my trip to LA. There's not much you really need to know, other than it was fun. I laid in my aunt's pool. Aunt as in like Jacob's mom's aunt, not as in like those tiny little insects.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. And one thing that I had to write down because it was really funny at the time, maybe it isn't now, but Jacob and I were at the airport going through TSA, and this guy that was like running the TSA was just like so like on a complex about his job, as they tend to be.
Man, yeah. And
he said, and I made Jacob tell me to write, or tell me what the quote was, because he's good at memorizing things, and he kept saying this. So he's like, take off your shoes, put them in the thing, and devices that are bigger than a phone, put them in this thing, and if you don't bring your blue ticket, then Willy Wonka ain't letting you into the chocolate factory. And kept talking about Willy Wonka's ticket and all this stuff, and we were just like dying because it was 5 a.m.
What is that even? What's the blue?
It was like, I think for TSA pre-check or something, or maybe something. I don't even remember. All I just remembered was that quote. I was
That's
like,
iconic. I love him.
This guy, hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's loud and proud. Speaking of hard, I got this lotion.
What?
I went to this natural store. And I got this lotion that's like magnesium lotion, and it's supposed to like help you sleep. And I already told Tessa this. I got this lotion because I love magnesium. Like, I take the supplement that you drink, but I heard the lotion is just like really good at like knocking you out. And I'm just like, I'm going through a lot. I need to just be put to sleep. Like, come on,
me down,
lay me down gently. Well, apparently I put the lotion on my feet because I guess that's like direct to the bloodstream, and it's all natural. I mean, is it? I don't know. I didn't read the label. It's just like, oh, cool. That's another thing, is like, I'll question everything, but then I also will like violently not research. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, they say this wellness product is gonna help me. Cool. That's like a fatal flaw as well. Mm-hmm. Or what do they call it in The Fault in Our Stars? Hamersha.
Okay.
I don't know. Hold on. Did you read The Fault in Our Stars?
No, I watched it.
Okay, but she's like, in the book, I just like remember this so clearly, that like, and I just remember being like I would post this on my Tumblr, like I gotta find the word. Hamersha. Hold on. Stand by. Yes. Okay. Hamersha, a fatal flaw leading to the downfall of a tragic hero or heroine. Okay, and I remember her being like, Augustus Waters, like, wait, let's find out what his Hamersha was. Hamersha, I think it's that he would put a cigarette in his mouth but never light it. Hold on. Hamersha.
So badass.
Augustus Waters. I'm going to start doing that. Except I'm going to light it and smoke it, actually. Oh. In The Fault in Our Stars, Augustus Waters' Hamersha, or fatal flaw, is his fear of fading into oblivion after he dies.
Oh my gosh.
And that was like a whole thing. Like, they're like at the like cancer recovery group, like in the basement, and the guy that's leading it is like, what are you guys afraid of? And Augustus Waters is 17. He's like, oblivion. And Hazel is the girl's name. I don't remember her last name. She's like, what? And he's like all deep, and he's like, I don't want to not be remembered. That's the whole like plot, I guess. Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, my Hamersha was the lotion. Okay, so
bring it back.
Bring it back. Wound it up. I get this lotion, and I used it like on and off like every other day. Like, I just kind of would forget or whatever, and then I realized that every day that I used it, I had like the most horrifying and bizarre dreams in my life, but not like in a good way, where you wake up and you're like, oh cool. You're like waking up like, what just got unlocked in the back of my brain that has been like where did that come from?
That's terrifying.
Horrifying. Do not recommend. But I did spend like $30 on this lotion, so I'm like, and it was really a good sleep, so I feel a little torn.
Right, the cost benefit analysis is really hard.
It is, but just buyer beware.
Yeah, read the fine print.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm gonna go look at it, and it's gonna be like, this will cause you to have the most insane plow of your life.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah,
I really love that for you.
Thank you.
This is about The Fault in Our Stars,
okay,
so I just have to
you do that
circle
first,
back
because this is not related.
real quick. When I worked at Hayden Discount Cinema,
right,
where movies went after they were at the real movie theater, and then they were discounted $3 each.
You don't get
ticket.
that anymore these days.
You really don't. But this girl came up. The Fault in Our Stars had just gotten to our theater, and this girl came up by herself. She was like a teenager, and she walks up. I go, hi, what can I do for you or whatever? And she goes, can I have one ticket to the fart in our... And then she just turned around and left, and she didn't even buy a ticket, and she didn't see the movie because she's accidentally said the fart in ours. And I didn't even like laugh. I just was gonna be like, of course. And she was like, mm-mm. And poor girl just like got in her car and left. And I've never forgotten her, and I hope she's doing well.
It's like that Olivia Rodrigo song, like, I hope that you're okay. She's talking about all these people she met.
Totally, that's so me. They call me Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think about her often, and we've all been there, done that.
And we hope that she's okay.
Yeah. Hope she got over that and that she can say fart in public.
Yeah.
And, like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, girl, if you're listening to this, let us know. Let us send you some.
I hope you saw the movie, too. I hope you came back.
We'll send you the book.
True.
If you find us and you're like, that's me, like, on TikTok, and people are like, I saw this hot guy, like, doing this, and then like, they get united.
Yeah.
If that's you, girl, just come forward and come clean. We're here for you.
No one's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna buy you the book, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, we'll ship it straight to your house. The last note I was gonna include is that my coworker said that she watched our podcast on YouTube. Sorry, www.youtube.com/Anchoevies podcast live every Thursday. And she said that we look like a low budget Theo Vaughn podcast. And I was like, that's actually the nicest thing that
that's really nice
anyone's ever said.
I think it's really nice.
I think so.
Right?
I'm pretty sure.
Did she mean it in a nice way?
Unclear
actually,
at this time.
Yeah, your pause gave me enough I don't actually want to hear.
Well, and another comment I've received is that part of the charm of our podcast is the low quality.
Oh.
They said, do we hire a production team for $8 billion a year to get those kind of comments?
That's kind of weird. I would hope that the charm would be like, you never know when you're going to get another episode.
Yeah.
Which is charming for me because, like, I don't even know when we're going to get an episode. And, like, sometimes by the time things are posted, I'm like, what did I say then? That was 4 weeks ago. So it's kind of scary for me and must be fun for you guys. I will say, though, we're not recording into our phones. As you can see, we're holding real microphones.
This is a quality
that my husband owns because he's a musician.
Correct.
And we're using his Focusrite interface plugged into my MacBook Air
2016
that has probably 1 gig left of storage on it and can't be updated due to the fact that it's old.
But it's working for us. And
this, like, you're gonna call this low budget?
Yeah, why don't you sit on this?
Sit on this.
And go get yourself a...
Yeah.
Or make it 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, thank you, I guess, for that comment. I'm not really sure how I feel about that.
We're gonna decide and come back to you. And we love you guys.
I'm glad we're charming or something.
Yeah, glad we can make you so happy. Jeez. Glad we can spend our free time showing our, if you look on the YouTube, our huge hanging out and like doing crazy things and just looking so sexy and hot.
Kind of risking our lives every week.
Yes.
People don't want us to do this and we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Guys, vote for us if anything ever comes up that's something we could do presidentially.
Yeah, we'll be there, guys.
And we'll keep adding to that list.
Yes, we will. And guys just
come on.
Go easy on yourself. Come on.
Take some time for yourself this week and take another bubble bath, okay?
Yeah, guys, go get a bestie pop with your girl and just let loose and unite as women.
And get yourself a couple of hot coffees, the exact same bevy.
Yep. And don't talk to each other before you've had the coffees as well.
Don't.
And
maybe have a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich this week too.
Or a piece of toast.
Please eat some toast this week, guys. And guys, to my gluten-free and celiac girls and boys, Abby and Jacob, I'm talking to you specifically, but everyone else is included. I'm gonna eat a piece of toast for you, and I want you to find the best gluten-free toast you can find and slather that with butter because I know it's not very good.
Yeah, or just try a piece of bread for the first time.
Just have a cheat day.
Celiac, just have a cheat day.
Guys, have a cheat day, please, for us.
Let loose.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. We love you so much.
So much.
Like, it actually physically hurts. And
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you have a bubble bath and a coffee treat. And you get some chocolate. And you get new shoes
that fit perfectly. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, go for it.
Anchoevies.
sinner.